Okay, welcome to our summer meeting of the Eastchester Board of Fire Commissioners. This is a summer schedule. Usually we don't have July and August meetings, but we have the Academy is starting on September 22nd, so we have to have a meeting to review candidates and to go over previous candidates we reviewed. So the purpose of this meeting is to pay bills and to appoint select firemen that we're going to be sending to the Firefighters Academy. So we called the meeting to order before with salute to the flag. We went into executive session. We interviewed 3 candidates who had scored 90s on their exams. We only had 3 that were eligible to interview tonight in the 90 pool. We interviewed those 3 candidates, selected one, took the other 2 candidates, put them in a pool with approximately 7 other candidates, and then selected from that pool. So, these
that had previously been interviewed.
That all had been previously interviewed, asked the same questions, and so the interviews are consistent. After we select firemen for the academy, we will be doing, they have to submit 2 physical exams, background checks, and be prior to them going to the academy. So we'll send these folks off for a drug test, physical tests, and all that stuff before they enter the academy. So there's some work to be done. That's why we have to do this tonight. So they're ready for the September 22nd class of the academy. So tonight we're going to hire 5 firemen. And we hired 4 last time around. And that'll get our ranks closer to where we're at the full staffing. We had a number of firemen retire since the first of the year. And we anticipate additional firemen to retire between now and the end of the year. So I think the interview process went particularly smooth again, and the selection process I think will go well. So I'll look for a proposal that that we hire from the 90 pool list, Robert Grogan, 38 Lake Avenue, Tuckahoe, New York, 10707, probationary firefighter. The above selected, and I'll just read this once and we'll do it 4 times. The above selected probationary fire selected by the Board of Firefighters is required to complete with the terms and conditions of the pre-employment letter and directives and orders by the Chief of the Department and the Board of Fire Commissioners, rules and regulations of the Department. Probationary period for this position is 1 year from the date of first employment. The probationary firefighter will be compensated annually as defined by the CBA with Local 916. The Chief will assign each a badge number in order of hiring by this resolution. The Fire Academy will start on September 22nd, 2014, which will be the first day of hire. So I would look for a motion to hire Robert Grogan, 38 Lake Avenue. David Benelli, 415 Columbus Avenue, Tuckahoe, New York. Robert Guido Jr., at 17 Leawood Circle, Eastchester, New York. Anthony, I'm going to get this wrong, but Calisano, 124 Bell Road, Scarsdale. Paul Kindle, 1 Oak Ridge Place, Eastchester, New York. So would somebody like to make a motion to hire those 5 people?
I'll make the motion to hire those 5.
So that's Peter Ingledon.
I'll second it.
Second by Troy Napolitano. And I'll poll the board. Mr. Baker?
Aye.
Mr.
Aye.
And Mr.
Aye.
Aye. And I'll say aye. Congratulations to those 5 firemen. I think they'll be all good assets to the department. And we'll ask the chief to process the paper. And congratulations, chief. One of those members is a relative of the chief. So I'm sure we're not having questions now. If there's
No, it's not really a question. They start school on the 22nd.
I think it's the 23rd.
Whatever, but when do they come back to the department? How long is the school again?
I don't know how long it is.
It's late January. They're starting, originally it was supposed to start a little sooner,
That's what I was
15th,
saying.
23rd.
Okay.
Original date was around the 16th or 15th.
Okay.
And I think we're going to January 20th, so
Also,
in that area.
because they're starting later, we're
Going
going
into
to before,
January.
right, okay.
Now, last time around, they started, I think,
Right
March
around Labor
18th
Day.
or something, didn't it?
Well, no, they started right around Labor Day, that's what I'm saying, school's a little
The school's
later.
also a little
Oh,
longer.
you're talking about the second half of the year.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the first half of the year with the first 4 guys, they started somewhere around March, mid-March, and ended right around the 1st of July.
Right.
Now, This hiring process is strictly governed by civil service rules and laws, and we comply with all of them. So, so that's that on the hiring. As far as the chief's report, we're going to defer to the September meeting when we have better camera and audio going. We weren't able to get the Village of Bronxville's meeting room tonight because of the court's meeting. So we're going to defer that, and we're going to defer the committee reports just because we ran so late on the hiring process. Treasurer's report, John Molzari.
Good evening. This is the report.
Hang on, John, I'm gonna pan to you a second.
So is this being done as an audio, or I'm not sure what you just said?
We're going to be, we'll put it up on YouTube, and then we'll
We'll put it on the
on the town.
With video.
Yeah, we'll video. It won't be.
So that still means you have to behave.
Village, but it's fine.
Still means you have to behave. Go ahead, you're up.
Okay, this is the Treasurer's report for the month of July. Currently, through the month of July, the district has a budget surplus of $644,000. I'm rounding that number. It's made up of two components. On the revenue side, we're short $21,800. And on the expense side, we're below budget by $666,000. The surplus, the surplus is a result of 6 expense accounts. We use a straight line basis to do our accounting, so it's done evenly over 12 months. The accounts that we're talking about is the contingency account, longevity, the mechanic salary account, EMT pay, and certiorari's and holiday pay. And they make up $451,000 of that surplus. Revenue, we've collected 100% of the taxes, so we're in good shape there. Other matters that will be presented at the September board meeting will be the proposal from our current auditors for the 2014 audit year, and that will come to the September meeting.
Okay.
That's the basic treasurer's report for the moment. Also part of this, we have a budget transfer. You want me to read that?
Well, yes, you want that as go ahead and read it, and I'll, if you give it to me after you read it, I'll make it a resolution.
Okay.
I had it here, so you gave it to us somewhere, right?
Yeah, it came in your packet. It was part of the package.
Right.
This transfer is, it's going to come out from account called contingency, account 1989.2, and it's going to go to assistant fire chief salary, 3410.12, in the amount of $6,491. The second budget transfer we're asking for is coming out of contingency, 1989.2, and going into retro salary, 3412.10 for $30,598.09. And the reason for these two transfers, this is to fund the assistant chief's salary that was approved at last month's meeting. So now we do the budget transfer, and we ask you for approval to move the money.
That was a retro going back to 5 years.
5 years.
Okay. So, gentlemen, okay, I'll just recap this. We're going to do a...
Okay.
We're going to do a budget transfer, which means we're not raising or lowering the budget, we're just moving between line items. So we're going to do a budget transfer as recommended by the treasurer to move from contingency line 1989 spot 2 to assistant chief salary line 3410 spot 12, $6,401.91. Coming from that same line, 1989 to spot 2, we're going to move to the retro salary line 3412 spot 10, $30,598.09. Is there any discussion on that transfer? Okay, who'd like to make a resolution?
I'll make the resolution.
And a second?
Second.
Second. favor?
Aye.
Okay, so what's done?
I have two more things that are not in the report. We've gotten our second estimate regarding the retirement payment for December of this year. It's coming in about $320,000 higher. So that 600 surplus is going to be affected negatively with this new number. And basically what has happened is the state, we had the CBA agreement last year, or the settlement of the CBA contract, that finally hit the state's records. So that's one thing. And we have started the budget for this year. There's a thing called the tax cap out there. And for this year, it is 1.56%. So it's going to be probably a difficult year. But, we'll work through it.
Okay, so we have to come in at 1.56% instead of the cap. Also, for budget dates, we were looking at the calendar for budget dates for 2012 budget. We have to have a meeting on Tuesday, August 18th, 2015. Okay, yeah, we're going back to time. She wasn't 2012, 2015. We have to have a mandatory budget hearing on the third Tuesday of the month of October, which this year I believe is the 21st. 21 days prior to that, we have to have a proposed budget available. The problem is the state may not give us the numbers for our tax cap that they calculate until the middle of September. So we are planning to have the regular board meeting on September 11th would be the date for our next regular board meeting. I think with 10 days or so later, somewhere around September 22nd, thereabouts, we may need to have another board meeting to adopt a budget, even though we will have a budget solidified by the September 11th meeting. We should have a general budget. We won't know the tax rate change roughly by the September meeting. By the September 22nd, we hope to have a hard budget that we can adopt. We'll have a budget meeting on October 18th and a budget hearing and adopt that budget at that time, but it'll be well publicized and seen prior to that. That's pretty much where we are, right? So the board needs to be, I may or may not be in town on the 18th, I just know that ahead of time. It's likely that I'll be out of town on the 18th. Hopefully another board member will be here.
That's just a quick, the 18th is a Saturday.
Or 21st.
21st is a Tuesday.
October 21st.
Okay.
October 21st is when we're got by law, I have to have a budget hearing. I know I'm pretty much going to be out of town, but we should have the budget done by then. So, does my wife think it's October. So, John, that's where we are with your report, right? We're all good. Okay, and the next thing we have is fire accounts. We're going to defer the chief's report, the budget report's done, opportunity to review the bills. We also have a resolution we're going to talk about tonight, fire district manager position. And Jerry, you get it, or do I need to look? Okay. I got it right here. Yeah. The law firm is supposed to send this over. You get it?
Yeah, I got it.
No, you didn't get it, because you wasn't sent it.
I got something.
Here's the motion this evening. Okay, I make a motion to amend the minimum qualifications for fire district manager position to include a minimum of 2 years of experience as a paid employee or elected officer in New York State, in a New York State fire district or fire department. So we're looking for a motion to amend our previously filed job description with Westchester County to ask for a minimum qualification for fire district manager position to include a minimum of 2 years of experience as a paid employee or an elected officer in a New York State fire district or department. So I'll make that motion. Somebody like to second it? Anyone want discussion on it? The discussion is we are trying to get an exempt position from the state, and this will help make it more palatable for the state. So, so that will be, I'll make the motion, seconded by Steve Baker. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. All right. Payment of bills. Have anybody we're still reviewing the bills?
Yep.
Okay, so we'll do that. Any other board member comments?
All right.
Okay. As far as I signed the agreement with, we signed an agreement with the engineering firm to do the, fix the floor in Tuckahoe, to come out with a planning specification for that floor, for the apron in the sidewalk. We're hoping by early September or sometime.
Probably towards the later September.
We'll have drawing plans to go out for a public bid to get that project done. We're hoping to get that project, the new sidewalk in Tuckahoe, done by year end. That's our hope. Okay. And the treasurer left around, distributed their annual, the monthly treasurer's report, if you haven't seen it. There are copies available. Okay, from no board member comments, we'll have public comment. We're not doing any reports. This is something. We weren't planning to have a volunteers report or a 916 report or just, but if you want us to
No,
speak.
I understand what you're doing here. I just got two time-sensitive things.
Sure.
I talked to one with the chief on Monday, and I'll start with the first one. As we've done in the past.
Sean, come up. We'll
Yeah.
All right, Sean Stewart, President, Local 916, resident North End of Eastchester. And we do a fundraiser every year for our local charities, Operation Light Bulb, and we're putting that packet together, so we're coming to the board to ask permission to continue that, so it's kind of time sensitive, so we want to get that going, so that's my
We
first
never
one.
have a problem with that.
Okay.
Never have a problem with that, right?
That's okay with the board.
Yep.
That's fine.
And the second one, as I talked to the chief, we just finished our union meeting. If the public is probably all aware, we're doing the Ice Bucket Challenge for ALS, and our union is going to donate $500. We're in competition with Tuckahoe PD, Brownsville PD, Eastchester PD, and EVAC, and their organizations are on board along with the chief and our chief. I don't know if the chief is able to.
We need to
to
talk some
talk,
more.
but I just wanted to let you know that this is taking place. Might be Friday. We're trying to push it. We're trying to push it. They called me tonight. We're trying to push it off till next week because they would like to use a piece of apparatus. They're contacting the press. So I'm just bringing that to your attention to get that. And Tuckahoe PD has been gracious enough to get a hold of whatever news agencies. So I didn't know if the chief had a chance to bring that to your attention.
Not really.
Not
No,
yet.
I wanted to discuss,
Okay.
I have issues, it depended on what, as a platform maybe, but I told you my concerns a little bit.
We'll leave that, I think we'll leave that to the chief, right?
Okay.
He
I
can
wanted to let-
he can draw the apparatus.
I wanted to see what they had in mind. There's some that are talking about like using a master string. I don't like that.
Basically, real quick, they were thinking about using one of the ladder trucks and opening up the lock. Either the deck gun on the tower ladder or the pre-pipe waterway on 16. Everybody would be sitting in one nice area, cops and firemen and evac and the chiefs and everything. And then they would just dump it on us as we make the challenge, and we're challenging each other so we can raise this money. That's basically what it comes down to.
We'll discuss that.
That sounds like some discussion.
Yeah. The guy gets blown out of a chair in a couple of hours. But it's for a good cause.
They put block ice in the
Nobody
water.
said, well, this, yeah, I mean, you do with a bucket of ice and the water coming out, oh, it's gonna be warm. I do,
Yeah.
my fear is like what they had in mind, because a master string from an elevation would hurt somebody. So,
Give them football numbers. But anyway,
that's racist.
Okay.
They're a little bit off duty.
Okay. Anybody from the public want to speak? Anthony, do you want to talk about volunteers or anything?
The only thing I got about volunteers is that this Saturday, we have a bus coming back here and we're going to the parade up a Mayor Pageant. That's about it. We didn't have a meeting this month. The board is invited if you want to come with us on the bus, there's room on there. as well as you.
This
Everybody.
Saturday?
This Saturday, the bus is gonna be out here at 12 o'clock.
I don't know if I can.
That's up to
I
you.
think I'm gonna have to have a balance.
Okay, okay.
Board member comments? Anybody else in the public? Tom?
Quick question on why are we reducing the qualifications of the district manager position?
We are following the recommendation of the state, because the state,
Who in the state are we following the recommendation?
here's what
It's not
happens.
coming yet.
We petition Westchester County. Westchester County petitions the state. And what feedback we got, maybe it's not the state, maybe it's, but the feedback we got is it'd be easier to process this with that resolution tonight. So that's what we did. I mean, our law firm was saying, hey, look, we think you get a better shot of getting this process, doing it this way. We said, okay, fine, give it that way. We want to go down this road as our fire district manager. And we want to be able to, we're hoping for an at-will position. We're hoping we can hire somebody as an at-will position, or not off the civil service list. We're looking for an exempt position, similar to what people do in other municipalities for administrators.
My follow-up question would it be more advantageous to the department to spend a few dollars in training of the membership, or the chief or the assistant chief, to qualify him in these particular areas, rather than go out and, now here we go again, adding another salary to a already, what I hear is a stretched budget, and we already know that there's a reduction in manpower, and yet we are looking to add another salary, which I'm not sure what the salary is, because you haven't really discussed that yet. But a person with this type of qualifications, I'm going to assume, is a significant salary.
Yeah,
Plus probably benefits.
I would put it somewhere between lieutenant and captain, somewhere in that range.
Well, that's a significant number.
Right.
So wouldn't it be more advantageous
Yeah, I mean,
to qualify somebody in the department to handle these responsibilities?
Our view is, and I think it's a collective view of the board, we felt the frustration of the membership and the frustration of the board as far as this employment position for people is getting more complicated. It just is. I mean, between night shift and workman's comp and PESH rules and health department rules
I
and
completely understand.
every
And
other...
and Sean and I were very much a part of the push for this.
So,
But in all the departments in Westchester, it's always the responsibility in-house, whether it's the chief, the assistant chief, or a personnel officer. Many departments in Westchester County have a personnel officer
But I
that
think-
handles these issues.
I think you're right, but you see, most of the departments, we're unique. We're unique as can be.
We're only unique because we make ourselves
No,
unique.
no, we're
Oh,
unique under
yes.
the law.
Oh, yes.
Because if you look at Yonkers, Mount Vernon, New
You're
Rochelle,
comparing us to cities.
they're all cities, they have city administrations and city departments that handle a lot of the issues that go in front, labor issues that go in front, or management issues that go in front of the department. The chief handles mostly manpower and budgeting. Here, we are like a small city department. We are comparable to city-wise to a regular city department. And
What
we're
city
doing
are
it
you
all
comparing
in-house. We're doing it all in-house. We're doing everything in that office up front.
But we always did it that way.
But,
And there was never an issue.
well, that's not the problem, Tom. That's not the issue, Tom.
That's not the problem.
Can I just,
I'm
Tom,
Then a follow-up.
misunderstanding that then.
Yeah, I think
we're
if
talking
you
about
sat in
human
our
resource
seat,
officers.
it's a human
You
resource
guys say
manager.
we're
Well, no,
Right.
I think what you're explaining to us is a much more detailed position
It is.
than,
It is. We're looking for somebody who has a college education in basically personnel management and public administration. That's it.
then again, my question is again to you. Do you think it's advantageous to us to add possibly $100,000 position to this budget rather than educate one of our members to do this
We're
at
a fire
a...
district with 65 members, hopefully 70 when we're done with this process. and the budget and the number of firehouses that we have, yeah, we think it's appropriate. We absolutely do, and that's what distinguishes us from other fire districts within the county. Now, if you're talking about municipal forces where they have the additional resources to handle that, those are different, departments, different setups.
But maybe I'm sorry, Tom, just to jump on Tommy, not to jump on it, but if you have something, like we have a treasurer, you have two other personnel that work the front office, is either one of them qualified, or could the district go out and train one of them so it frees up, and I know what you're trying to do, free up the chief and the assistant chief. You might not have to go out and look for somebody. Somebody might be here that can do that you can send and train.
We have, no, the front office today, with John Malzari, Mary Lou, are extremely capable people, and we have dozens, they're very capable,
Right.
and I think your payrolls, your paychecks, your overtime calculations, the issues that we dealt with in the past, pretty much gone away. There may be once in a while there's a glitch, but they're pretty much gone away. And so...
That is not my problem. You are 100% correct with that statement. That is not my issue, sir. My issue is we are reducing firefighters right now and willing to pay another $100,000 for an administrator.
That's not what I heard tonight. We just hired five
We
people.
just hired five
people.
We just hired 5 people.
These hirings, they're saying, if you don't mind me, Peter's saying we're gonna go back up to the 70, whatever the number
We
is.
budgeted for
We hired 4 in
75.
the spring, we're hiring 5 tonight, and we are bringing manpower back up.
And I understand that, and that's where it should be, sir. I agree with you 100%.
And we're doing that.
But the fact of the matter is, within the last 3 to 4 years, you have probably, and I don't know the numbers to be a fact, but you have probably at least doubled the payroll in the front office.
No, not at all.
Not even
Between what you paid,
No, you got,
Tara,
see, Tommy, you gotta look at total comp. We look at total comp. Okay, as commissioners, you can't just look at the salary, you have to look at total comp. That's not the case at all.
It's not the case. It's not the case.
So then what?
I'm a little confused then, because you were paying Tara and Melinda.
Tommy,
And
we
now
can't
you're
compare-
paying, Mr. Moldessari who's doing it,
You can't-
and believe me, I am not complaining about anybody's job and the way they're doing it. I think they're doing it very, very well. So please don't take it that way.
Okay, look, Tommy, we're not gonna, this debate's not gonna go on too long, but I'll explain. We get professional reports that the public gets now in all our meetings, line item detail of our budgets. We get audits done professionally. If it ended up costing us a few dollars more, and it may, because we have healthcare issues, we had to bring a consultant to come in and resolve. But if you look at the money we're getting in now for healthcare payments that we weren't collecting for 15 years, and what we are probably cash positive. So I don't think we're out of pocket a penny now. So that's where I'm coming from. I think we've done a good job. I see Glenn sitting back there.
Just one last thing before I shut my mouth for the rest of this meeting, and I promise you that. But we are at a problem here, because we are reducing manpower to spend money in other places. And that's my opinion.
I just wanted to mention to Glenn, we got the package back from the law firm on part 2 and 02. What's that? It came to me, it didn't come to the chief, and I didn't forward it to the chief. So it's my fault. I told him the other day I got it, and he was like bugging me, why didn't I forward it to him? We got the package. It's fairly detailed, it's much more detailed than I read through it completely than I realized. I was at the beach reading this thing. Hopefully we'll start moving forward on that. We're getting closer.
The price is going up. Well, yeah, we have, but also on,
So
you gotta have, Commissioner, you gotta have a form, like in PDF that,
I got
because
enough.
some of that will need to be updated.
Right.
The spec is old.
Right, so it'll come back. We're getting closer.
These
It
are the old
hasn't gotten
ones.
close. It's still working on. The other comment I have tonight, before we wrap up with paying bills, Jerry and I met with the union earlier today at Health and Safety Committee, very constructive meeting. They had some recommendations. Most of which we had no objections to, pretty much, and the chief is gonna work with them, try to help their issues, so, all good. As far as the bills go, do you gentlemen review the bills?
Yeah,
Any concerns on any of them?
it's just like one,
Okay. So, where is the cover sheet? You got the cover sheet?
oh, yeah. Did you file a insurance claim on that?
Yeah, last time we had a meeting, we were talking about an insurance claim on Carolina 17.
I have to find someone to see if we're gonna go. We'll give it a shot, but,
We don't even know when it's.
yeah.
Please do.
No, and I have the damaged parts, I have them in the bank,
Right.
because I'm thinking about 9,000. Should be covered.
Give it a shot and we'll
That,
get back
that's
what
what
we
I'm
can.
trying for you.
Okay, so the total
$14,000 bill.
There's a lot of other, that's a combination.
I understand.
Combining the preventive maintenance, the testing.
I understand.
Two sets of warrants?
One is contractual, so we can send it, we didn't know when the meeting was, we had to get the bills out.
Okay,
And the other one's the one we haven't issued yet.
okay. So we have two sets of warrants. One is,
One abstain.
Actually, let's just,
what's that? Okay, so, the warrant number, let's see.
It might
Warrants,
be by date then.
okay, warrants for August 13th, 2014. Total warrants were $228,831, spot code 3. So, motion to accept that. I'll make a motion, hold on one second.
Second one.
Paul, Peter, Stephen?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. That's. Okay. Second set of warrants is $58,844, spot 57, and I'll make a motion to accept those. Do we have a second?
Second.
Peter?
Aye.
Stephen?
Aye.
Jerry?
Aye.
And I'll say aye. Okay. Any board member comments or anything? We all good?
Any public comments?
No, I think we have. Alrighty, I'll take a motion, we close the meeting.
Motion to close the meeting?
Second. All right.
Aye.